Hi Twin Flames, and welcome to the energy forecast for your Twin Flame and for you for the week ahead. As always, we'll check in with your Twin Flame, with your energy, and last but not least, our final card is the next steps that you can take in order to expedite your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's get started with your Twin Flames week. What's going to come up for them, what they will be thinking about, what they're feeling towards you. And we have True Love, which is such a beautiful confirmation card. If it was on your mind, wondering what your twin flame is thinking about you, if they feel the connection, then this is a very strong confirmation. It's a strong yes. They are feeling it. Your twin flame is awakening to the depth and the purity of the connection between you. And this week will be particularly important when it comes to your twin flame realizing that what they're feeling about you isn't just attraction or something fleeting. It's something sacred. It's something timeless. And whether consciously or subconsciously, your twin flame is recognizing you as their true love. And this can trigger a lot of vulnerability in some cases because it can feel really scary to know that this is my person and I want this person so much, but also I've been hurt before in the past, or what if I make a mistake and mess this up with them? And this can be very paralyzing for some people. Having something so important, but being afraid that they might make the wrong move and lose this. So they might self-sabotage. So if this is coming up in your union, my advice to you would be not to take this personally and to have faith in the universe bringing you and your twin flame together. Because as you are on this path, as you are healing, so is your twin flame. It's never one-sided. It's not like only one person is actually working through their stuff. It might look different on the outside, but both you and your twin flame have stuff to work through. That's why your souls called in this sacred journey, so that you would heal as one. So trust that this recognition is unfolding in divine order. Your twin flame is recognizing you. This connection is real, and it's becoming way more clear to your twin flame that this is not something casual, it's not something karmic, it's not something that's really going away. Their soul is recognizing you. And ultimately, your twin flame is guided to choose love over fear and authenticity. And this is how... So next up, let's see what your week ahead is going to look like. And we have Express Your Love. So this isn't necessarily about making like a grand romantic gesture or about a love confession, but I feel like going deeper with this card. And every one of us, we're divine beings, which means that we are love. Love isn't something we have. It's something that we are at the core. So express your love. When you view it from that lens, it's like express yourself, be more authentic. And that's very interesting because your twin flame was created to recognize you on a soul level, your true self, your divine self. So if you're wearing a mask in any way, you're ashamed of certain parts of yourself, or you're not fully expressing yourself, your twin flame won't recognize you because they're programmed to recognize the true you. So by expressing yourself, expressing all the love that you are, this is what makes your twin flame recognize you as their true love, as we see in the previous card. So remember that it's safe to show yourself, express your love without fear of rejection, and maybe something will come up in your union, and that's okay because that means that this is your next step. It's just something to heal. So this week, don't be afraid to make a loving gesture toward your twin flame, towards yourself, especially towards yourself. Connecting with your feelings is also a big part of it. Making sure that you're really honest and really vulnerable with yourself about how it is that you feel. Don't deny it or refuse it or reject it, because that's self-abandonment. And obviously, since your twin flame is your ultimate mirror, they are going to reflect that to you. So it's very important to look at any parts of yourself that you might have been rejecting or not made peace with, and to work on that part of your relationship with yourself. Because the most important step that you can take when it comes to manifesting your twin flame union and essentially manifesting a relationship in which your twin flame is crazy about you is your inner work. It's how you feel about yourself, about your life, about the divine. So these are all very juicy areas to look at and to bring love and light into this part of yourself. All right, so last but not least, let's see what your next steps are. How can you speed up the process of your harmonious twin flame union? And we have to stay optimistic about your love life. So this is very important because right now, your biggest tool, your most powerful tool when it comes to your twin flame journey is staying hopeful and staying faithful. You're being guided to release any doubts and keep your vibration aligned with faith, with joy, with possibility, and to surrender to the divine plan for your love life because, yeah, such a thing exists. Your creator cares so much about you that they have made a personal plan on what's best for your soul, what experiences you need in order to become more powerful. So there's something that's tailor-made for you, this journey. And it's safe to trust in that. It's not always going to give you what you want at first, but it's always going to give you what you need so that you can actually manifest your desires from a sustainable place. And something that is so huge as your harmonious twin flame union, obviously it's going to take more work than just, manifesting a random karmic partner. That just comes with the territory. And your mindset is extremely important when it comes to that. And I'd also like to caution you against something that I see a lot in the spiritual community, which is toxic positivity and essentially spiritual bypassing, I think it's called, when we're like, oh, love and light about everything, but we refuse to address any real problems or any pain that we're carrying. And that's also self-abandonment, when you deny your feelings and try to pretend that everything's okay. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. It doesn't mean that you failed or you're doing anything wrong or you're low vibe. That's not true. It's important to feel those low feelings in order to release them and to work on them. Otherwise, they're going to keep coming back and you're going to be acting from those low feelings without knowing because you've suppressed them. So it's important to work through any doubts, face them head on, so that you can actually move into a new era when it comes to manifesting your harmonious twin flame union. I feel like you're also called to explore trust and how you feel about trusting the divine and trusting yourself when it comes to this journey. Faith and trust are two of the most important qualities that you need to have in order to reach harmonious union, and many people who have given up on the process is because they lacked those two qualities. And it's really sad because what you desire is at the other end of what you fear. So working through those fears and letting go of those doubts, those limiting beliefs, is what's going to lead you to what you desire. But giving up because you listen to those low feelings and those limiting beliefs, that's obviously not going to lead you to what you desire. So it's important to make sure that you don't derail your twin flame journey based on fear-based thinking. And optimism doesn't have to be like blind or toxic positivity. It's essentially a conscious choice to align with love and God, or your creator, however you like to call it, whatever word you prefer to use, again and again. So every time you feel discouraged or hopeless on this journey, it's not a sign to give up, but an invitation to return to your heart. What does your heart say about your union, about your twin flame, about how your journey is unfolding? That's what's real, and it's divine. So always make sure you're listening to your heart and not the little critic at the back of your mind. So this is all I had for you, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.